How to get to level 606 plus. I recently did a one on how to get to 590. Let's see how we push that item level up a little bit more. Don't miss out. The War Within's fastest path to 600 plus eye level gear from Steel Solo. Let's check this out.
If you're watching this video, you're probably curious how to gear up your character in the fastest way possible. Or maybe you're someone that doesn't really care.
Sam's squirrel with a gun is out. What the hell?
About speed, you just want to know how to gear up your character, period. There has never been this many options or activities you guys can do in an expansion to gear up your character than there is in the
that's that
Warcraft.
game.
So
right.
I can see why it can be a little confusing for some people. So I'll be breaking this down step by step from the beginning when you guys hit max level, all the way up to getting 606 and even 616 item level gear
616? What the hell?
I want this guide to stretch out all through Season 1, so that way if you guys are watching this in a few months from now, this video is still going to be viable.
Okay.
So as soon as you hit max level, which is 80 in the War Within, you've got a couple of options, and they all just really depend on how much money you want to spend. Now, you don't have to spend anything if you don't want to, but the quickest way to gear up is going to be definitely taking a visit to the auction house and buying a bunch of item level 560 gear, which is on the Explorer track. You can then upgrade this gear all the way up to 580 with Valor Stones. Now again, if you guys are just a fresh level 80, you probably don't have a lot of Valor Stones, which is totally fine. In that case, the next best thing you guys want to do is do world quests. Typically, there's always a few rewards coming from world quests that are going to grant you some gear, and the item level of this
He's right, and the best part about world questing for gear is you can literally open the map and selectively pick which ones are going to be upgrades for you. You don't have to just do an entire zone. Just pick the quests that are good, that are going to give you a good upgrade, and go do it. That's the best thing about world quests. You're one quest away from finishing Lore Master in the expansion. It's bugged. That's sad, but they'll fix it.
That you get from world quest rewards scales up as your item level goes up, and that can take you all the way up to 571 item level. You've also got the option of buying Dark Moon deck cards off the auction house, which is a trinket. These are going to be 577 item level. However, it's just going to vary depending on how expensive they are. The next option you have is to grind normal dungeons. Now, this is going to be a surefire way to get gear that you guys can just...
This is what we're doing today. Grinding normal dungeons is great. Get some gear quickly. Yesterday I was doing it with... I was getting gear that I can't even use yet, but it's going to be really good when I hit cap level, because I'm level 77 right now. So yeah, doing normal dungeons, do it.
Endlessly do forever.
And they're
really
fun.
Want to. The item level you get out of the normal dungeons is going to be 554. If it was me personally, I would just spam normal dungeons until my item level is high enough to start doing heroic dungeons.
That's what I'm going to do.
The rewards you get out of heroic dungeons is going to be dropping 571 gear, which you can upgrade all the way up to 593 with using Valor Stones and Weathered Crests. The next thing you want to do every week is going to be doing the weekly caches, and these are going to reward you with 574 gear, which you can upgrade all the way up to 593. Another really good option early on is going to be getting some gear from...
By the way, weekly caches, what is it? Renown 4, guys? You got to get all your renowns up to Renown 4, I think, to unlock the rest of the story and do the world events in each zone. So yeah, get your renown. It's not going to take long. I am level 77 and I'm renown 4 with everything except one. I'm renown 3 with one of the zones. And I did that by accident, just from like questing around. So it's pretty easy.
Renown rewards. Now, this is not something that you guys have to do. It's just, something if you're doing all the quests, you're probably going to be at levels 6 through 7 in the different factions. But some of them offer some 571 gear or even 578. Another really good way to getting some awesome gear is going to be from crafting. With the help of some enchanted weather crests, you'll be able to get some 590 gear crafted if it's crafted at rank 5, which is going to be pretty good. It just depends on whoever's making it. And a little bit later, you'll be able to use the Spark of Omens, which is combining the 2 fragmented Spark of Omens. And with that, you'll be able to have someone craft some 606 gear. Keep in mind that the sparks are obtained weekly, so that's going to vary depending on how far you...
Yeah, they're every other week. You get 2 fractured. You get 1 fractured per week, and you need 2 to make a spark. So it takes 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you get another one. So that's how that works.
You are into the season. The next option to get some gear is going to be from the Delve system. If you guys go into Delves and you guys spam the tier 3 Delves, you'll be able to get gear that's going to be at 571 item level. And you'll get even better rewards if you do the Bountiful Delves and use the Restored Coffer Keys to unlock the chest. Do keep in mind, though, that I would not use any of your Restored Coffer Keys until you get to tier 8.
He's right.
Now, the reason why you want to hold on to these...
Tier 8 doesn't open. Tier 8 is the difficulty level of the Delve, and you can only go to tier 3 right now. Up to tier 8 will be unlocked when the season opens on September 10th. So definitely, wait.
Coffer keys is because when you guys get to tier 8 in the Delve system, that's going to be the highest tier that you can get the best or highest item level rewards out of them. You won't be getting any better rewards after tier 8 in the Delves, so anything above at tier 8 is just going to be for bragging rights and mounts or for completionists. Now, the delve system is actually really cool because it's an actual legit way to get some gear just by playing by yourself. So for those solo players out there, delves are a really awesome option.
Yeah, they're also going to give you, once the season starts, they're going to open up a vault row for you. So yeah, doing delves, if you're a solo player, great way to gear out.
Source of gear is going to be from Mythic 0 dungeons. In these ones, you'll be able to get gear that's item level 580, so that's really cool. And the nice thing about this time around is the Mythic Zeros actually can be farmed every single day versus what they were back before this, where you could only do all the dungeons once per week. So you guys will definitely be able to do these a lot more, which is really cool. Now, just a fair warning, if you guys want to be doing Mythic Zeros right from the get-go when you hit level 80, it's going to be really hard to do this because people are going to be pretty strict on your item level. So unless you got friends or guildies, then I would kind of slowly progress and get a little bit of an item level before you get into these. Otherwise, if you got friends, just go right into these. Speaking of Mythic Dungeons, let's talk about Mythic Plus. So here's a chart of what all the different keystone levels are and what the item level of said reward is. So at the very top, at a +2, at the end of the dungeon, you have a chance of getting 597 gear.
And by the way, this kind of looks familiar, right? If you played Dragonflight, the big difference is here. Look at Myth Track. It goes up to 6, right? We were used to Myth Track only going up to 4. Now this thing goes up to 6, so there's going to be a lot more myth tracking to do and progression to do towards the end game. Which is what
going
Blizzard
to be Champion 1 track. And then also you'll have a chance of getting some 606 gear from your Great Vault for doing that. And same thing as a +3. The only difference here is the Great Vault item level changes. And then if you go all the way down to a +10, the end of dungeon is going to be 613.
Yeah,
and then also
to
from
max
the
level,
Great Vault, 623 item level, which is on the Myth track. So the bottom line here, if you guys want to get the maximum potential for, highest item level gear, you definitely want to be running +10s or get, as many 10s done every week you can, so you can get, that many more options in your Great Vault on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then the last way to get some gear in this game I feel like is probably the hardest one, and that's going to be the raid. So here again is another chart showing you all the different
we'll be doing this. All right, let's check this out. LFR regular 584. All right, it scales like the like Dragonfly 584 up to 597 in LFR, up to 606 in normal, 619 heroic. Oh, very rare 626, and these are probably upgradable. Is this the base level drop? Probably is. 632 mythic. Damn.
Of the raid, you got LFR, normal, heroic, and mythic. And this is going to show you guys what the potential item level from, the different types of bosses are going to be dropping. So obviously, if you want to get the best gear possible out of this game, you're going to have to get into the mythic raids. And I get it, yeah, it's really easy to say, hey, just get into the mythic raids.
Just go do mythic raid.
Right? But no, not everyone is a mythic raider, so I totally understand that. So I know I just gave you guys a bunch of different ways to earn gear in this game, but I will say this, my best piece of advice I can give you is to try to fill out the Great Vault as much as you possibly can.
Yeah,
that's
filling
going to
out
be a
the
really
vaults.
good way to always make sure that you got a really good upgrade waiting for you every Tuesday in that Great Vault. So if you guys got something out of this video...
Now just understand, you're never safe. You could unlock 6 slots, right? I've done it. I've unlocked 5 slots before and got 4 trinkets that are the same ones that I already have. There's an algorithm to it that Blizzard likes to use. It's called a fuckery algorithm, and it really likes to mess with you at times. But the best thing you can do is open as many slots in that vault as you possibly can every single week. And on Tuesday, may the Blizzard gods bless you with some gear. That's, what are you going to do?
Or you just found it entertaining, please subscribe to my channel. I covered content for World of Warcraft and other types of games out there, so chances are there's probably something on my channel that you guys will enjoy. If I missed something that you guys think should be in this video, please let me know in the comments section so other people can check those out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Still Solo, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Very nice. Yeah, Still Solo's good. I enjoy his content. He's always got some quick little tidbit videos like that, so if you haven't subscribed to him, do it. Yeah, plenty of ways to gear out. So start gearing out 606 plus. He gave you some really good options there. Obviously, the rating in the end is going to be the best. Mythic +10. Those are going to be like your top end gear, and then everything beyond that is going to be a little bit of a step down. But I mean, even Delves +8, giving you heroic level raid gear. That's amazing. It's going to be good stuff. Nice video.